Guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to bench test these injectors to check, see if they got any major issues. But here's the stuff that is getting ready to go on the car. I've got one more thing to get, and that is the performance valve body. Then I could put it all on there and take and haul it up to Somerset, Kentucky to Chicken Hawk Motorsports. That's who tunes my car. And turn it up, see what it does. Got the Demon injectors, 2.75 grip tech pulley, 2 new belts, and I'm getting ready to do these today. These are what they call the pink bolts for the drive shaft. They are supposed to be stronger because I've been bending the stock bolts a couple times. I've bent them, so I'm gonna put these in and see what it does. And this is the air filter. I don't know if I've talked about it in some of my videos. Well, it's a race filter. It's just a screen. It's a wire mesh to keep everything out. See if I can get it in the sunlight so you can see. So you can see through it completely. It's just a mesh screen. This is from Air. There's the 6-inch opening on this side. Find the part number. It's the part number. We are going to put that on. That way, instead of just pulling the filter off and worrying about it, I can put that on and not worry about it at the track. And it will catch any large debris. So, I really haven't been pulling the filter off. Maybe a couple times and that's it, but just like I said in some of my past videos, and you'll see in this one, if it shreds a belt or anything or something gets through, it'll suck it right in the engine. So that's why I wanted that. But we'll get this video started. Show you guys real quick, just a little bit of demonstration. As you can see, I'm blowing, just got the shop towel here. You can see that. And here's the race filter. Stay still. Blowing the shop towel, this blows, and this, you can see. Just a little demonstration. I want to show you guys how to somewhat test your injectors. Now, this is not 100% way to test them, but this will tell you if you have a major problem, usually. But this is not 100% accurate way to test flow and stuff like that. You will have to put them on an injector flow machine and run the cycles through and all that stuff. But this is just a quick test that I got rigged up to show you. This is my factory fuel rails, and these are my new injectors that I got. These are the Demon 700cc injectors. I bought them used. I just want to test them just to make sure they're all working. But you get you a drill battery or something and hook it up to your pump leads. Then you can use a drill battery too to test the injectors, but usually I like to take a 9-volt battery and get you some wires or some alligator clips and put on it and touch each injector and do it that way. Alright, take your 9-volt battery and your leads. Just connect positive to positive, negative to negative, like so. Once you do that, take and you touch one side on the one side of the injector, then the other on the other side. It's pretty simple. Try to get a cup under here to catch it, but I'll just show you guys real fast, that way you can see. Let that prime up and put some pressure on it. As you can see, it's spraying really good. You can see it on the camera here. Then you move to the next one. Just do them all like that. Like I said, this is not 100% way to test if you've got an injector out of range or the flow or whatever. This is just a quick test. I mean, this will let you know if you have a really bad problem, if you have one sticking, if you have one that's flowing, when that's leaking or whatever. It's just a real quick test. Okay, now let's check the other side. I'll hook this so I can turn it around. I'll turn it around and we'll check the other side. Okay, we're going to test this side. I got everything turned around. Okay, the next one. Everything looks to be like it's working. And that is how you do a quick test on your injectors to make sure they are all spraying good and not and holding pressure. See, we'll hook the pump back up. It's primed up. I mean, this is a way you can tell if one's dripping or whatnot, or not sealing, or. But you just turn the key on in the car. This is a bench test because my factory rail, my Edelbrock rails that's on my supercharger that they come with does not have these retaining clips, and you cannot do this test with them rails because there's no way to hold the injector. My Edelbrock rails does not have the retaining clips for the injectors. They just slide up in there. Then once you push the rail down and put the bolts in it, the bolts and the rails what holds the injectors in there, so you can't pop them out and do this test like that. But this is the factory rail on the Hemi car, so on my charger. But usually you just pop them up, get you just something to let the injector spray in. I mean, it's up to you. If you want to spray all down your motor, that's you. But that's just a quick test. Show you guys how to do that. These are the 700cc Demon injectors. I got them used for a pretty damn good deal, I think. And I got the regular Hellcat injectors in my car now. I'm going to be taking those out and selling them. This is what I'm going back with. They should do what I need. I wanted these first, but at the time I couldn't find none for a really good deal, and I really didn't feel like dropping $500. I mean, you can usually pick these up for anywhere from $475 to almost right around $500. by the time shipping and everything, brand new. But I got these for $325. And I've already checked the numbers on them and everything, and just done the bench test, so I mean, you can't beat that. I got to get the valve body coming, and that is all I need to take it back up there and turn it up. Already got the pulley and everything, so give you a better close-up of the pulley. It's a 2.75 Grip Tech pulley. Here's the coating. I don't know if it's going to show up on the camera or not. You can see. But these pulleys are $170. They're not cheap. This pulley on my combination should be a 13 to 14 psi pulley. Now, I will lose a pound to a pound and a half because of the camshaft and the headers, and your boost will always vary depending on engine combination and so on. But boost is just boost. It's a matter of restrictions how you get boost. Just like I've got the 10 psi pulley on it now, and I'm only seeing 8.5 and 9 on good days if it's real cold out, because it's going to lose a pound or two, or about a pound or two, but with the cam and stuff and all that, because it's less restriction. Boost is just a matter of restriction. If you can make the same power that you would on higher boost, that's better, because you're spinning your blower less, you're causing less heat soak, just all out better. So on this 3.25, it's supposed to be a 10 psi pulley. I'm making 8.5. I made 627 wheel SAE on a Dynojet. 627 wheel if you want to throw a number out there. But I have the cam stuff and everything. This is not even a stroker. Rods, pistons. If you watch my other videos, you know what it's got. But honestly, that pulley that I have on this 2.3 liter Edelbrock supercharger, that is about as far as you want to spin this blower. I mean, they do make a 2.5, and that would probably be another pound and a half of boost roughly. So really it wouldn't be worth overspending it. I mean, I'm pushing right at the limit with the 275 still yet. Then the BHJ that makes the crankshaft dampeners and the outer rings for this kit, the blower kit, they have a 8 rib, a little bit bigger bottom crank pulley that would probably make another pound of boost, but for the money and stuff it wouldn't be worth it. This one here that come with the kit measures 7.5 inches, and I think the other one is 8.2 inches. I want to say it's 8 something, I can't remember, but that would be maxed. I mean, you could probably get 15, 16-ish pounds of boost out of this. If you didn't have a cam or nothing, you can probably get that. But like I said, when you start overspinning your superchargers, you're just creating more problems. You're heat soaking it. You're only getting maybe one good run in or something. Then it's heat soaked, and you're just destroying your bearings and your supercharger, and they don't last long at all when you start overspinning them like that. So it's best to find out what the max RPM is on the supercharger and your max ratings and stuff, and stay just a hair under that. But I'm gonna put that pulley and stuff on there. I'm hoping to hit 700 wheel on 93 octane. I think it could do it, or at least get close to it. We will see. Hopefully do not have to go back up to like maybe a 3-inch or something. We'll just see what it does. If it starts spark knocking and stuff, we'll have to go back up on the pulley. Then I only use that one for a race gas tune or something, but I'm just doing 93 for now. Later on, I'll probably take it back up there and have him retune it for race gas. That will probably net me another 40 to 50 horsepower to the wheel, maybe, roughly. But this blower is about maxed, really. Spinning, on the spinning wise, I mean, to free up some more power, I would probably port more on my exhaust side on my heads. I mean, I've got them about as big as I can go right now on the intake side. If I go any bigger, the blower wouldn't even match it, wouldn't even bolt to the heads. I mean, the ports, because it'd be so wide. But these are still the pre-Eagle heads. I poured them out a hair bigger than 6.1 intake ports. Go back and see my video if you haven't. But yeah, I almost went too big on the intake side. Then I ported my exhaust ports a little bit. I didn't go crazy on those, but after that pulley and stuff in that combo, and if I done race gas, it'd probably, to get more power out of it, it'd either have to, you might squeeze another 20 out of it with some little bit bigger headers and a little bit more, just a little bit more on the exhaust side. And I don't think a throttle body would really be worth it unless I was trying to make 800 wheel or plus. Because I've just discussed that with my tuner, and really $500 for a throttle body it's not worth it unless you're seeing a restriction. We'll see if it starts seeing a restriction, then we know we need to upgrade. But if you're trying to go for 800 plus, I'd upgrade my throttle body. But that's a stock throttle body. It's made 627 to the wheel with no signs of showing down. We actually stopped when we was tuning it. It was wanting more timing. The car would have probably made 640, 650 on the combination that it's at right now, but we stopped at 627 just because of the stock transmission. I didn't have a valve body and stuff in it. It does have a converter, but we just done that to be safe. Usually the bone stock transmission, the nag ones, if they're low mileage and they're tuned properly, the transmission is tuned right. That is the key, tuning the transmission right. They will hold up for a good bit, anywhere from 600 to 700 wheel. My tuners built many of the cars with the stock nag ones, and been able to squeeze 700 wheel out of the stock transmission. But once you hit 700 wheel, sometimes they'll start slipping just a little bit around the 700 wheel mark with the stock valve body and stuff in them. But Troy Ding and everybody claims with their valve body, by bone stock transmission, if the tune is right in the transmission, that it'll hold up to 1,000. We'll see. Which I don't plan to make 1,000, but just like I said, to really squeeze, I think this car would be absolutely done at 800, 820 to the wheel. You could probably also port the blower, but from what I've seen in a couple forums I've read on the Ederbrox, specifically the E-Forces, guy sent his out to Joker and had it fully ported and only gained 10 horsepower. Now that might vary application to application, but from what he gained and from what I've read, the Ederbrox already flow pretty good, and there's not much to gain for the size and so forth. Now that's just what I've seen. It would actually be a little bit of a gamble to send it out and have it ported, just by basing on what I've seen. But like the Hellcats and all that stuff, them blowers, I mean, you definitely gain power there, because they're kind of restrictive in the snouts and stuff, and they really open those up and see a good improvement. But we'll see how it all goes, and I'll let you guys know. But that's all for now. Just wanted to touch on those things, go over them things. Like, share, and subscribe. Thanks.